Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Dear sisters, welcome back to our tafsir journey. In our last session, we explored the opening verses of Suratul Kahf, which introduced the Quran as a perfect guide, free from any contradictions, and highlighted its purpose to warn and give glad tidings. Today we continue from where we left off, moving into verses 6 to 8, which shift the focus to a deeply emotional aspect of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's mission. These verses beautifully illustrate the intensity of his concern for the people who rejected his message and uncover a profound reality: the role of this worldly life as both an adornment and a test. As we reflect on these verses, we'll explore the distractions that keep many from accepting the truth and why it's important to anchor ourselves in what's eternal. This continuation builds on the earlier reminder of the Quran's guidance and takes us further into understanding how it addresses both the Prophet's struggles and our own. Today we're diving into some truly profound insights, ones that resonate deeply with the emotional journey of spreading a message, especially when that message is the truth. These verses give us a glimpse into the heartfelt concern of our beloved Prophet, peace be upon him, a compassion so intense that it becomes almost painful. Imagine the sadness of doing everything possible to guide others, only to feel the weight of their resistance. This feeling of disappointment, of wanting the best for others, is something we've all likely experienced in our own lives. But here, we'll explore why people sometimes don't accept the truth, and how the temporary beauty of this world can hold us back. This is not just a reminder, but an invitation to pause and reflect on what's truly permanent and worth pursuing. Let us first listen to the Quranic recitation of these verses and their English translations.
فَلَعَلَّكَ بَاخِعٌ نَفْسَكَ عَلَىٰ آثَارِهِمْ إِن لَّمْ يُؤْمِنُوا بِهَٰذَا الْحَدِيثِ أَسَفًا.
Then perhaps you would kill yourself through grief over them, O Muhammad, if they do not believe in this message and out of sorrow.
إِنَّا جَعَلْنَا مَا عَلَى الْأَرْضِ زِينَةً لَهَا لِنَبْلُوَهُمْ أَيُّهُمْ أَحْسَنُ عَمَلًا.
Indeed, we have made that which is on the earth adornment for it, that we may test them as to which of them is best indeed.
وَإِنَّا لَجَاعِلُونَ مَا عَلَيْهَا صَعِيدًا جُرُزًا.
And indeed, we will make that which is upon it into a barren ground.
Let's take a moment to reflect on these translations. In these verses, Allah comforts His beloved messenger, who was deeply saddened by the rejection of those around him. Despite his sincere efforts, there were still people who chose to turn away. But why? What stops someone from accepting the truth? Allah gives us the answer. It's the beauty, the glamour, and the attraction of this world that distracts us. This world is like a dazzling display, a temporary charm that blinds many from seeing beyond it. Let's now explore these verses more deeply through the tafsir.
Perhaps you may destroy yourself. This statement shows what condition a preacher of truth is driven into by the intensity of his feelings if he is serious and sincere in his mission. The call of truth, which is very clear in reasoning, and which is made by one whose sincerity has reached such a pitch as to spark off serious discussion among the people. If, in spite of this, people do not accept it, then what is the reason for their rejection? The reason is the enticements of this world. The present world is so attractive that a man finds it difficult to rise above it. Therefore, he cannot grasp the importance of the call for truth, which seeks to wrest his attention from the glamour of this world and divert it towards a world whose glamour is not immediately visible. But the attractions of this world are purely temporary. They exist till the period fixed for man's trial is over. Thereafter, the glamour of the earth will be taken away, so much so that it will be reduced to the condition of a barren desert.
So, as we conclude, let's hold on to the key takeaway from these verses. The beauty and appeal of this world are fleeting. They're here to test us, to see if we can look past them and live for something greater, something eternal. Dear listeners, let us all strive to see through the glamour and pursue what truly matters in the sight of Allah. May we be among those who succeed in this test, who choose a higher path and find meaning in deeds that outlast the adornments of this world. Thank you for joining today's reflection. May these insights stay with you, and may they help us all draw closer to Allah. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.